Right, welcome to the very first Beard Invades, and we're at GPS Agencies Limited. So we're going to go and meet Matt now. Matt's going to take us a little walk around, answer a few of my questions, show us a few products. Any questions you guys have got, leave in the comments below and we'll try and get them answered. Okay, how you doing, Matt?
Not too bad, not too bad. Nice to see you.
Right, so what we're going to... Yeah, welcome. So Matt's going to take us a little tour of his world, and hopefully you'll get to see some real funky colours and that sort of thing. So where do you want to go first, Matt? Do you want to show us the kind of machinery that you
yeah,
that
absolutely,
you use?
no problem. Well, we might as well start with this one because it's the first one here. This is actually quite a new addition to the GPS operation. It's a CNC bandsaw, so we put all of our production processing through here, and it automatically cuts it. You program it to what length you want. You can bundle cut, so it means you can do multiple sticks at a time. For orders, for pen blanks for example, where on the manual machines you push one stick through at a time, one blank at a time. This will do 25, 30, 40 blanks per cut.
And it'll cut them all.
And it'll cut them all to a tolerance because you put the tolerance in the machine.
Yeah.
So I've actually got some in the back there ready to go, so we can turn it on, rig it up, and then show everyone how it works.
Yeah, cool.
So let's get some gloves on.
PPE, guys.
Yeah. Well, it runs coolant because the blade runs at nearly 90 meters per second. So we run coolant through it, otherwise the heat build-up will cause warpage and things like that, and it's not particularly nice for your hands. So.
No.
Or your eyes, as I experienced not so long ago. So what we do is we just assign the clamps so we can get the part through. Just flip on its side.
So what are these are pen blanks?
These are going to be turned into pen blanks. We're a distributor in the United States, Penn State Industries. We do quite a bit of business with them. They're a big partner of ours, and they stock a very wide range of our pen making material. So on an order, you know, they can order anything from 1,000 blanks to 5, 6, 7, 8,000 blanks on a purchase order. So that is where this machine really does come into its own.
Some proper kit this is.
So we just put it forward enough to take the edge off and tighten it up.
Am I safe standing here?
Yeah, safe standing. For now. So what this does is it just sets the pressure points.
Right.
So it knows where to clamp. Shut him. So hydraulics get turned on, all hydraulic driven. So this particular blank needs to be 130mm long, so we've got some programs that we've already put in there for various different applications, but that top one is pretty much the one that we want to go with. 5, just counting that, so the height is right, so we set the height so the blade knows where to go up. If you don't get the height right, you can either be too high, it takes forever to come down, or if it's not high enough, will cause a jamming problem. So it's always better to go too high than not high enough. So right now, we're going to do what's called a curve, which will just straighten the edge up. So here we'll just run down. I'll run it slowish so you don't get any little bits stinging in your face. And what this is basically doing is just getting rid of all those casting agents at the end.
Yeah.
And it's just squaring it up, getting rid of any, for want of a better word, crap that you get at the end of the sheet before it's cut into strips, which, you know, could be bubbly or anything like that. Fortunately, the ends of these are really good. It's just that little bit of rubber that you can get at the ends, it just literally sits there. So we're just going to take that off, clean that up, thin little bits to reduce the wastage.
So you get a perfectly square edge.
It's
then.
an absolutely perfectly square edge, and you'll see once it comes through these, you can get the camera up close to it and actually see it.
Yeah.
And put your finger across it just to see how smooth it is.
So guys, when you're buying pen blanks from GPS agencies, just bear in mind the ends are going to be perfectly square, so after you've drilled it, it's going to make life a lot easier. GPS agency.
GPS agency.
Did it say industry?
I think it's good agency. I'm not sure.
Okay. Oh, right. There you go. It's gone through.
So that's gone through. So just move these swarfs out of the way. We'll clean this up later because it'll only get messy again if we clean it. And so you can see there that is perfectly flat.
Oh, yeah,
and if you wanted to acid test it, you can see.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It almost looks like one piece.
It does, doesn't it?
So if we're happy, which we are, we're happy with that cut.
Yep.
Right, now if we're happy with the cut, we're happy with the ends, we can now go into the cycle. So all we do is we press the start button here.
Yeah.
Press the start button. It says, do you want to cut? Yes, we do. And then it goes into the action mode.
So it's going to measure it. It's
already measured it. Already knows the back one goes back, and then it pushes it forward like that.
Yeah.
And clamps it, releases it back, and away you go. And that will just now run happily until it either runs out of material or its program finishes.
Oh, right.
And that will just go through very, very nicely. I've turned the speed up now a little bit, so we've got a little bit more. There's more area there at the front. There's nothing that's going to fly off it if it gets caught on a tooth or anything. So there's less risk now. And that will just go through nicely. And you can push it quite hard now because we have got that coolant running through it.
Are these machines expensive?
They're not cheap. This one cost us in the region of about 15,000. So
That's not bad though.
for what it is, it's not bad at all. But you know, it's a step up. It's not the same as a woodworking standard circular saw or a bandsaw. But ultimately, what you can do with it is phenomenal. And what you're paying for is software.
Yeah.
The ability to be able to take all the labour out of it. So that's just about to finish now. So if you go back round, you'll see how it goes back up to the preset side, and then it will start, and then it will push it through down the chute, and away you go again.
There you go. And that's where they end up. That perfect. There you go.
So it's a 3-phase machine, so it's got a nice big motor.
Yeah.
You haven't got to worry about any stress or anything on it. So, you know, it just does the job. And these sticks that are in there at the moment are quite short, so we're not actually maximising its full capability.
Yeah.
Some of the longer rods or bars like these ones that are waiting to go on for another job, you know, because they're so much longer, I mean, that is then taking advantage of the full length of the machine.
Yeah.
And it'll just pull it through.
Right, so what's next then, Matt?
So we've then just got our 2 Axminster machines here, which is the bandsaw, which it is what it is. It's an industrial bandsaw.
What model is it?
It is.
Is it clear somewhere?
That's a good question.
Oh, I'll try not to kill myself.
It's about 6 years old. So I don't think it's not current anymore.
No.
But it's a good bit. It's a good workhorse.
Yeah,
very good
solid.
workhorse. Good bit of kit.
It's a nice big one.
Yeah. And
There's your extraction.
this is the extractor, which again is a good bit of kit. Again, Axminster. Extraction.
Well, you can see the work it's done there. Look. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's got a nice big drum there as well, which means that we haven't got to change it every 5 minutes. It just collects.
And it's the cyclone system.
It is a cyclone system, so
Brilliant.
which you really need if you're doing anything like this.
Oh, definitely.
You definitely need a cyclone system. It just helps filter the shards from the dust.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you end up just filling bags up so quickly. I mean that rear bag takes probably 3 times as long to fill up as the
So that's the fine dust in there,
yeah.
and then that's the
larger
shards.
ribbons and clog. I mean, the thing is with this, the heat causes it to bind.
Yeah.
So that is where all that goes.
Right.
In there, it kind of correct turns. This sort of stuff gets turned into a big lump,
All right.
almost like one big boulder
Yeah.
of dust, and then that's where that goes. So it just keeps it.
Bit different to my little twin cyclone system at home, but this is you'd
Well,
need something like that.
so we're cutting this stuff every day.
Yeah.
We need the extraction, otherwise we'll be. I mean, even with the extraction, you still get dust.
Of course you do. Of course you do. It's
If we
not.
didn't have something that big, we'd be swimming in it.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
Oh.
Small little workstation here, which is just for little odds and sods, really. It's just a little op station. So this is about 9 years old, this one.
Yeah.
It's really old, real workhorse, kind of what we started with, really.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to do all of our processing on this machine.
Did you?
So this is a bit of a relic.
Yeah.
It's still going though.
It's Axminster.
It's still going. It's had about 3 new wheels, and it's a bit like one of that I was only fools and horses sketch with Trigger. I've had this broom 40 years. It's had 5 new heads and 6 new handles. So it's kind of a bit like that. But it's a good bit of kit, really good bit of kit. And so we used to do all of our machining on this.
And there's an Axminster using that for polishing, I take it.
We use that for polishing. So we've got
Jet. Sorry, not Axminster. It's a Jet.
Yeah. Probably. So we do some polishing with that. We've got the bobbin sander and the disc sander there. So we've got a couple of guys who work for us who are guitar nuts, and they in their downtime they use some scraps and they make guitar picks.
Yeah.
They make for themselves, pretty much. They just like doing it. So Mark will probably watch this video when it goes live, and you'll recognise this little station. But no, in the downtime, I've got no problem.
This is all Mark's goodies in there. Look.
Yeah, there it is, hiding stuff. Collect his little collection of scrap.
We found you out, Mark.
Yeah, we know what we're doing.
Right.
So we collect our offcuts in bulk.
Nice.
Every machine has basically got its own offcut bin.
Yeah.
And when they get full, they go into.
And are these the offcuts that you take to shows and sell by the kilo?
These are the very things.
That's brilliant.
The very things, yeah.
This is just reducing your waste.
We try and reduce as much waste as possible. Everything's got a value.
If you glued enough of those up, you could have a pen blank out of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mixing other colours. Cool. Right, what's next then, Matt?
So we now come into our polyester rod stock.
Okay.
It starts here, so we start with our 20mm rods.
And these look
various
like
colours.
sticks of rock, don't they?
They do.
They look edible. Look at that. These, I take it these are your pen blanks?
Primarily, yes. This 20mm size is a pen blank.
It's perfect for a pen blank, isn't it?
So again, depending on the size of the order we get, we can either manually cut them or we bundle them up in various packages of colour, and then run them through the CNC machine.
So there's a smaller one. Oh, there's a smaller ones there. What are these usually used for?
They're what we call basket rods. So we get the occasional calling for really small plain colours from various clients in the music market who just want them for either little inlays.
Oh right, yeah,
in guitars.
And
Actually, we supply
like
a lot of that to an organ.
Fret rod.
Yeah, to an organ company for the little pit rods, little stop end bits.
Oh right, yeah.
And things like that. So it's not something we do huge amounts of, but we have them there just in case. You know, they sit there. They don't take up a lot of room, but you know, it provides a service to a particular marketplace. And so, you know, if they were 4 times the size, I might think about not having them there. But for what room they take up, it's fine.
So this is all the polyester stuff.
It's all polyester. That product there is called casein,
right?
Which is made of the milk protein, so it's a natural material. Yeah.
Ah.
So, you can see there, this is an ivory alternative, and it's got the grain that runs through it there. But it's a completely natural product. It smells like gone off milk when you turn it.
Does it? Really?
But it's made from the protein from casein powder.
Never heard of that before.
But it's probably the most real ivory alternative you'll ever come across. Because it feels real. So if you feel that doesn't feel like plastic.
No, it doesn't.
That feels like bone.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Because it is pretty much a natural, because it is made from a natural product. So if you're looking for authentic, you know, an authentic product, you can't really get much closer to the real thing than this. Yeah. Because it has got the same building blocks in it.
Oh, that's really interesting.
It's a good pen size, the 23mm. Just gives you got the ice cream man turn up.
Has to happen, doesn't it?
Yeah. Typical.
There he is, look. There's the offender out there. Thank you. Carry on now, yeah.
So then we move into some of the bigger stuff. So we haven't.
So this is what size did you say?
20mm.
That's 20mm.
20mm.
Okay.
Most of our distributors will carry this. Carry that size.
It's ideal for pen blanks, isn't it? Less waste.
So here we've got stuff that hasn't been put away. Obviously, someone had a Poets' Day yesterday, and didn't put everything away. But here we've got some of the bigger rods, 25mm down the bottom, moving into your 50mm, 45mm, 39mm there. It's just where we keep the bigger stock.
And that's the ivory alternative.
That's the aged ivory.
Aged ivory.
That's a plain colour. That's just a plain ivory. Here we have a huge variety of colour here, again in bigger rods.
So that's the this is the sort of stuff that people are making the shaving.
Yeah, well they make it out of this size, 45mm rod. It's quite a popular size for that. And then we've got the acrylic project blank size. So this is what people may have seen at Yandles and those little square box.
Explain, if you don't mind, explain the difference between polyester and acrylic.
Polyester, you can see, comes in rods.
Yeah.
It can be made round.
Yeah.
It's cast in tubes.
Right.
Acrylic is cast in sheets. Right. So, which is why you always will find it 9 times out of 10 in square. Because this is cut out of a big pan.
A great big sheet.
Acrylic is generally a much stronger material. It's probably easier to turn and easier to machine. But you can't get the same structures in acrylic as you can get in polyester. Right. So if you want a really contemporary kind of effect like that, acrylic is by far the better thing. But if you wanted a really nice kind of almost stone-looking effect, like the jade, for example,
it's gorgeous.
It's got that organic look to it that makes it look like it could be a real product. And they've got the coral and the lapis and things like that. You can just get a really nice organic grain that runs through the polyester rod with the mixing system that we use, and and things like this, you just can't get that print in an acrylic rod. It's just not possible because of the way it needs to be played with as you cast it.
And the process.
And the process.
Yeah,
it's just not. It just doesn't work. But things like mother of pearl, you get a beautiful mother of pearl effect in acrylic. And the M series that we call with the ribbon through it is again a trademark of the acrylic. But you can see the rods start that big.
Yeah.
They're a metre long. They don't just come in little blocks. You know,
you have to cut them all up.
It's a bit. We're, as I say, this is what makes us a little bit different to people that cast their own at home and sell. I mean, they're casting a block like that. Yeah. We're casting something that is that, but a metre long,
and not one single bubble.
And again,
perfect. Yeah.
There's no bubbles in there.
No. So
and if there are, they get cut out, and they don't get. 9 times out of 10, you don't get one on the shelf at a retailer because of the amount of process we do. We will see them if there are any, because we're cutting it all up ourselves. We're boxing it here. There's no import in mass box, and then we ship a box and don't even look at it. Every product that comes through GPS and is produced by GPS is inspected by GPS. So even if there is a defect, nobody really sees it apart from us. Yeah, and it's because we cut it out. We cut the product out before it gets to market.
So people can actually it is possible to buy a whole length of that.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we would class that as more of a commercial application.
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't necessarily want to. We wouldn't supply a shaving brush blank, for example.
Yeah.
That isn't what we would call. That is one of our distributors to make. Otherwise, we wouldn't have distributors if we did that. But if somebody wanted to buy a metre, then that's not a problem. Yeah. You can either go through a stockist and make the inquiry through the stockist, or you can make the inquiry via us. It does depend. All stockists have different discount breaks to us.
Of course they do, yeah.
So it does depend on where you can get the best deal. Yeah. But there is a cut-off point to where it becomes a GPS domain rather than a distributed domain. So here you've got our California range,
right,
which is a polyester sheet material which we cut up for pen making. Yeah. But people probably haven't seen it so much in its full form. No. So this is what it starts off like in the sheet. Yeah. So this is the Picasso. You kind of get this really nice random effect on it, and it just looks a bit different to how you would normally see it. You would only ever see the thin strip of it, wouldn't you? And this is kind of how it starts off in the bigger sheets. Oh yeah. So if anybody ever wanted to buy full sheets of it again, it doesn't have to be pen blank. You could easily. So they can make chopping boards and things like that. Anything out of that. I mean, it's just a really nice material. It's made by hand under a glass table, so it's all made by hand, that particular product. Yeah. There's no real mechanical process to it. Right. So it gets leveled out and it's all made by hand. Then we've got our thin polyester sheets. So here you've got like a horn alternative here. We use a lot of these for veneering and inlaying. Ivory, big for music, keyboards and things like that. We sell that for, and furniture. Is this the stuff that they'd make guitar picks and stuff out of? No, it's probably not strong enough. Oh yeah, this is polyester, so it's not quite strong enough. We do a coral. Great for decorations though. Yeah. Backsplashes, things like that. Probably again not quite a backsplash material. You need to be on an acrylic for that, really. Right. We've got a lapis effect here with the gold that runs through it, that matches the rod. All the sheets here match the rod material, so if you were doing something like a box, for example, and you wanted to have a little knob for a handle and a drawer, and then you wanted, say, this as a lid in the inlay, you can match the two. Oh right, okay, yeah. So you can use it for an inlay, and then you can use the rods for rods. Yeah. I take it that's the tortoiseshell, a very dusty tortoiseshell. Yeah. So that's one of the many tortoiseshells that we do. We do several. The more popular tortoiseshell that we have is around the other side, which is the casing sheet. Before we get there, we can go and just look. We've got the ivory alternative there,
Yeah.
which has its own section, surrounded by racking. Has its own section because we sell. It's one of our main sellers, so all the way up to. I think there's 100mm rod in there somewhere. So yeah, big stuff. But the top shelves are looking a little bit depleted at the moment. Obviously,
So it's selling, which is good.
Yeah, no, it's good. You know, we've had quite a good run on the 20mm at the moment, so you know it's becoming.
And this is the kind of thing that started the company off 40
yeah, this is what we
years
pretty
ago.
much started.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't always look like this. It was the first product. What the ivory has eventually evolved into what we call ivory alternative colour 849. But it took a few years of actually evolving it and developing it to get it to this stage. But it's primarily where the company started from.
Cool. So these are pen blanks ready to be cut up.
These are the sticks that come down from a product from the sheets. So these are the main sticks that just sit here waiting to either be sold as a stick, or cut into pen blanks for our distributors.
Look at that, that's beautiful.
But again, you don't need to feel that you can only buy a blank from a distributor. You know, if you want to buy longer blanks from your stockists, you can just ask for them. So that's how they start life.
Yeah.
And then we move into the thinner product here. So this is your knife making, your interior design, your gun handle kind of product. Thinner sheets of the acrylic that we've seen in the past, and thinner versions of what sits there. So where the pens, you're looking at a three-dimensional appearance.
This is flat.
This is all about surface.
Yeah.
All about the surface, all about how we can get the best finish on that surface. And you can see we're playing the tops off, we're playing the skin off. So this is that.
Right.
That's the top, that's the skin of the sheet. And then we plane the top off, and it gives you.
So you're basically trying to get.
You end up with that effect across the whole surface of the sheet.
Yeah.
Rather than just on the edges. But when you turn that top off, you'll obviously get pattern on the top that you can't see underneath it. Whereas, so you're only looking at two sides.
Yeah.
But once you've actually put a tool on it and taken this little casting layer off, you've actually got four sides of the blank where you're going to have pattern. But on the sheet, you might be able to see. You can see on this one here is a great example. You know, there's the thickness of the sheet. So imagine that is your pen blank. That is what you would traditionally see. A sea of mess and tests. Big sheets down here, which are where your pen blanks start from. Sea of mess and test sheets, all kinds of stuff. That is where your pen blanks start from.
So this is the sheets. Oh god, that's heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, they're weighty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what a pen blank starts life as.
And then you just run it through.
We run it through that big panel saw, and then it gets run through the CNC that we saw at the beginning to turn into that pen blank, which everyone sees at their local stockist. And that's where it starts from. See, we've got tests and bits and pieces. I don't like throwing anything away. So any tests that we do, we kind of just keep and hoard.
That's the glow in the dark.
That's glow in the dark. We've got a particular test that we're probably going to bring out in the new year as a completely new range of product, which this is developed with rather than using a plain acetate paper that goes through the material, this is developed and a pearlescent base. This is developed with a flat, like ivory base almost, but it's got a metallic paper in it. So you can see it's metallic pearlescent gold. Yeah. So it's just got that really classy look to it.
It's lovely.
So we're always playing around with various different things. That's something that will be coming out very shortly.
Oh yes, we can't show you that bit. We can't show you that bit. Right.
But again, just so many tests that we're always doing, various different things. That's something that can never be produced again.
Can it not?
No. It's a product called Aurora, and it is so beautiful.
It is. Oh. So why can't you produce that?
We can't get the paper that goes in it. The actual product that makes that effect, that texture, we just can't get it anymore.
Right. Okay.
Which is a real shame. The company that actually produced it, we actually got the paper from, are no longer there. So,
oh, okay.
that particular type of paper we just can't get, and it's a real shame because it is so beautiful. But I just keep it there so people can look at it. Yeah. But I don't let anyone. I can see people have just been hacking little bits off it to try and make bits out of.
They're probably in that drawer over there.
They're probably in Mark's drawer. He's just sort of scraping bits off it without me looking. Bigger sheets.
So this is the same stuff, but in the larger.
It's all the same stuff, but this is just a metre long.
Yeah.
We have them. We cut them in half for storage. Otherwise, they're just too heavy. Moving them around, it just becomes a rule.
Just me moving that is some serious weight.
I mean, it may not look it, but they are heavy.
They are.
So you imagine double that as one full long sheet.
Yeah.
It's it takes up more space, and B, it's a nightmare to move.
Yeah.
But these thinner ones we keep as whole because these particular colours, especially, we get inquiries for panels. If you're selling for splashbacks, you need the bigger panel.
So is this kind of thing is perfect for, everyone's stripping out Volkswagen vans and stuff that now. Is this the kind of thing that they should look at?
Pimp your van, definitely. It's acrylic, it's PMMA, it's hard wearing, it's tough, it's bacteria free. PMMA doesn't allow bacteria cultures to multiply, so from a sterilisation and a cleaning point of view in kitchens, it's a perfect product.
So all the woodwork that they're putting in, all the ply, they can actually coat it all with this stuff.
If they wanted to. If they wanted to, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you can imagine the inside of a Volkswagen van with some of this sort of stuff. I mean, look at that.
That's the venom.
Yeah. So there we have most of the day that I spent at GPS. I was recording, so I've got probably about 3 hours of footage just from in the warehouse space and looking at the way things are made. So what you've seen there is just a small clip of the whole day that we recorded. So I'm going to end it there. You got the kind of idea of what GPS do and what they supply. That's low-key, by the way. So if you want more information on GPS Limited stockists, just jump on the website in the description below. There you will find the local stockist to you. Failing that, you can always get in touch with GPS, email, phone. It's all on the website, and they will direct you to the nearest stockist. But a massive thanks to GPS. It was a really great day. I learnt a lot about just simple things. It's like, a pen blank, for instance, comes from a great big block. But you only ever see this look. And obviously we've got quite a selection of GPS products down here. GPS are now sponsoring the channel, so expect to see quite a lot coming from the Beard X16 and GPS. So there'll be a lot of stuff coming up later on in the future. So what I might do is in the future, because I know there's a lot of new products coming out with GPS, is I might revisit them and do another invasion next year in the second series of the Beard Invades. Anyway, so I really hope you enjoyed this very first episode, and hopefully you'll enjoy all the episodes to come of the first series. Anyway, thanks guys, and I will see you next time. Right, I'm going to go and feed the dogs now. See you later.